Hey, James from Spider Chalk. I want to give you a quick tour of our home gym that we built. It took us about 3 months to build it. We did everything ourselves, including grading the land, building the building, pouring the slab, putting down the mats, and adding all the equipment. We are sports performance, CrossFit, powerlifting, Olympic weightlifting. We do everything. We also train kids. We've got 4 kids who play sports, all their friends. People in the community come over and work out with us. So it was really important that we have a place where everybody can come instead of all of us paying for gym memberships and trying to meet somewhere that didn't have the equipment we wanted and weren't open when we wanted to work out. So this is our home gym tour. I hope you enjoy it. One of the first things you're going to notice about this gym is we don't have a lot of equipment. If you look around, we've got racks, we've got benches, we've got a rower, an air bike, some plyo boxes, dumbbells, kettlebells, and that's it. It looks like that we don't have a lot of equipment, but it's everything you need in order to train a group of people in the most intense workouts with tons of diversity. And you can do any type of workout you want with this equipment. You don't need all this silly nonsense that everybody's trying to sell with the cables and machines and all that silliness. This is a Spartan gym, old school training, and we get everything done just like a strength conditioning coach would. One of the first things we bought for this home gym was a rower, and we decided to go with the Zebbix. The Zebbix has 2 problems over the Concept 2. First is this seat doesn't slide very well. And if you've ever used a Concept 2, you know that by the time you touch this seat, it slides all the way down. The second problem with this rower is that on the return, you hear a lot of clunking. That just means there's some grinding underneath here with the tension cable, and I'll have to open it up and try to fix it later. Otherwise, it's pretty much identical to the Concept 2, but definitely a cheaper version of it. There was one more problem with the Zebbix rower, and this was a big deal. After we first got it, I accidentally bumped into the end of this, and the entire housing came apart and fell off. All the screws inside here came off. And all I did was bump it. I literally bumped it with my hip, and next thing you know, this entire assembly fell off. So in order to fix it, we used liquid nails and some duct tape. But this rower was less than a week old when that happened. It's obviously a design flaw. No gym is complete without a timing clock. One of the most important things any gym can have is a banging sound system. I got the biggest sound system in all of North Georgia. You can hear this thing down the street. It sounds like DJ Tiesto's in here when I'm working out. Here we went off the reservation a little bit, got some sandbags. I've never had sandbags before. They're very cool. I use them pretty much every day. 50 pound, 100 pound, 150 pound. The set from AliExpress was $60. It took a month to get here because it's from China. But these, I'm pretty sure, are the same sandbags that everybody else is selling, except instead of saying 150 and then nothing else, they're printing 150, then they're just putting their logo on it. Just like a lot of equipment sold in the United States, 98% of it is made overseas, and they're just private labeling it. I looked at several brands. They were identical to these, except for the logo on the front or the top. I love them. Next thing, we have Spider Chalk's chalk bucket with the world's best chalk inside. Got to have one of these for chalk. Also, the circle keeps all the chalk into the bucket and out of the room. Got to have the ab mat. Got to have Ab Amigo for doing sit-ups. Weight belts, we use Velcro weight belts. We're not trying to do 700-pound deadlifts or anything. This thing's cool. It's a pad you stand on, helps you work on your agility. Foam roller, gotta have that for your rehab and prehab. Something else I've always wanted was an air bike. And we got this one, again, from Zebex, and it's pretty good. There's a couple of problems with this thing as well. First thing is these pegs. Once we screwed them in, they kept coming unscrewed, so we had to use screw lock. Second thing is this right here is very jiggly no matter how much you tighten it. So every time someone comes in here and loosens it, raises it, tightens it, it jiggles. We move it down, we tighten it, it jiggles some more. And I'm nervous that this is gonna go out pretty soon. Less than a month old. I'd give it 6 months before it breaks. Other than that, this monitor is great, great power, and this thing's built like a tank. I think it's gonna last us a long time if this seat doesn't break. I'm not an equipment prima donna. I don't really care about brand names. It needs to be functional. It needs to last me a long time. These are medicine balls, 20, 14, 10. Some used dumbbells. Of course, we could refinish those, but they're just gonna get chipped anyway. These are some used kettlebells we got from a buddy, 70, 55, 35, 20 something, all the way down for the kiddos. The trap bar, look at that thing, 70 bucks off of walmart.com. We can put 400 pounds on there and slam it down. If it breaks, I'm out 70 bucks. Nothing better than plates at $1 a pound with free shipping. Again, Walmart. We got the massive set of bumper plates, free shipping. It arrived a couple days later. These are the same bumper plates everybody else is selling, except they're from Walmart and they don't have your brand name on them. Who cares? They work, they're awesome. We do a lot of sports performance training, athletes, myself, my wife, all 4 of our kids, and all of our friends. We all play sports, so we wanted some boxes. We do tons of plyometrics. This is the set. It's 30 inches, 24 inches, 20 inches, and I believe this one is 16 or something for the kiddos. And it was about $150 for the whole set, which is phenomenal. This was the hardest purchase out of everything. It was the hardest to find. I'm 6'2". When I hold my hands up, I'm 8 feet. We cannot use a 7'10" rack like everybody sells. We needed to get a squat stand that was 9 feet tall, and only a couple of people did that. The company we ordered from took 3 weeks to deliver to us. It was the wrong squat rack. It was only 7'10", so we had to send it back and wait on this one. So it was about a month or more until we finally got our hands on this thing, but it's worth it. It's built like a tank. This is 11 gauge steel, and it weighs about 170, 180 pounds. Plus we put weight on it. It doesn't move much when I kip or when I do toes to bar. Overall, this is a really great purchase, and I'm really excited about it. Gotta have clips, gotta have the Spider Chalk bucket. These are bands you get off of Amazon, and it's our version of a functional trainer. You can do all your functional trainer stuff. You don't need cables or any machinery. You can do flies on there. You can do face pulls on there. You can do all your rehab work. These bands are 20 bucks for an entire set, and all you do is add a band or take a band away if you want to add or subtract weight. If you've never seen one of these, I wouldn't be surprised. This is a elastic band that you use for doing pull-ups. Stick your foot in there, and then it helps you do assisted pull-ups. We do kipping pull-ups here, and this helps people who are learning how to kip or don't have the strength to do a regular kipping pull-up still be able to do it. This is something I made myself. It's a black glass dry erase board. It's easy. You get a picture frame, you take out the glass, you spray paint the back of the glass, then you put it back in the frame. There you go. Cat benches from Walmart, 40 bucks. We've got 2 of them. I coached college volleyball. I've also coached sports my whole life. I particularly think like an athlete. I want to train like an athlete. 43 years old. I still want to stay flexible. I want to stay fast. I want to stay powerful. I want to stay strong. This is everything you need in order to get that done.